Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, who you're hearing is Chaseontwowheels, a very happy Chaseontwowheels, because, my friends, today I get to ride the motorcycle I have been the most excited to do a first ride on for 2 years straight. In front of us, 2021 Ducati Streetfighter V4S, baby. I am not more excited about any motorcycle than this. We are here at Mountain Motorsports in Roswell. These beautiful angels who have bestowed upon me this motorcycle to ride for you guys. I have never been more excited. You guys stick around for the end for when I tell you, hey, the person that should buy this motorcycle, it's me. Anyway, I want to get started because nobody cares about my audio. Everybody wants me to ride. Let's do it. No. Alright guys, that's what it looks like, that's what it sounds like, and it's got a stock exhaust on it. What is wrong with this thing? Guys, before we get going, I gotta put some gas money in the camera car, so we're going to look at an ad real quick, but that's gonna give you guys that beautiful camera car third-person footage. Let's look at that, and then we'll get rolling.
So guys, this first start is brought to you by the Wreck Bike Rebuild Garage Patreon page. If you guys don't know, we run a show called Wreck Bike Rebuild Garage where we take wrecked motorcycles, we take them into the shop, we rebuild them, and we turn them into the dream motorcycles you guys are looking at right here. If you guys want to sign up, you can do so for as little as $5, and part of that Patreon page is you get week ahead content, you get other posts that we do only to that Patreon page, and you get to help us decide what stuff we do to each of the dream bikes to build them. That top link down below will take you over to the page. Hope to see you guys there.
Alright guys, it is that time, and you know I had to do a Wreck Bike Rebuild ad. If we're doing a Street Fighter build of a CBR, we got to do that ad on the Street Fighter of the Ducati. So, if any of you guys that go support the Wreck Bike Rebuild page, we massively appreciate it, and we love giving away motorcycles that we build. The time is nigh, my friends. The time is nigh. Very excited. Oh my goodness. I don't even know how to feel right now. Nervous, excited. As you guys know, typically on the Ducatis, we ride the fancy red ones, but today we got the black Ducati. If you guys can see the reflection, I've got my new Engine Hawk jacket, killing the game. We are blacked out. A lot of you guys have been asking about these gloves lately. I'm going to have links in the description. I love them, and they're comfortable. Okay, 2021 Ducati Streetfighter V4S. Chase is in dream bike mode. Everything up here, guys, straight from the Panigale. And if you guys haven't seen my Panigale V4S review, I will put it in the link. Did a first ride on it. If I remember, the main thing from that video I remember was that is the most rideable Ducati I've ever seen. So let's look at modes real quick. You've got street, sport, and race. Clearly we are going to start in street mode because that's what we always do. As far as seat height, guys, I would say, like, as far as if we had a seat height meter, we're kind of looking at a medium heighted motorcycle. I've got both feet on the ground comfortably, and I can almost flat foot with both feet. So I honestly think this is a really good size, and I'm ready to go. How many people get to ride their dream bike, man? Honestly. Oh my gosh, this is great. All right, boys, we're off with the 2021 Street Fighter. That's street mode. What? Oh my goodness. Okay, guys, before we get this video started, I asked Mountain. If you guys don't know, I have a discount code with Mountain, so if you're buying a motorcycle from them, there's a link down below. You can save money. I asked Mountain how many motorcycles I would have to sell for them to give me one of these. They said, I think 20. So if you are in the North Georgia area, please, for the love of God, go in the link down below, click on the First Ride special pricing link, and buy a motorcycle from Mountain Motorsports. And if 20 of y'all dudes do that, they will give me one of these. Please, for the love of God. Anyway, back to dream bike mode. All right, guys, we are here. We are here on my dream Street Fighter V4S. Let's talk body position. Legs, a medium crunched up. They feel really comfortable. I feel slightly aggressive here. I feel like I'm leaned forward a little more, and my arms are kind of straight out forward. This, to me, is a pretty ideal position. I'm not a fan of being super upright. I like being slightly aggressive. You guys know I come from super sports. I rode those for like 5 or 6 years. I do tend to prefer a slightly more aggressive body position, but I also want to be comfortable for a long period of time, and I've really got that here. I feel like it's a really good mix of the two. Speaking of being comfortable, the seat, this has got a really good seat, guys. The only thing I'm not a huge fan of is it kind of sticks me in place because of the material. Now, granted, you guys know seats are cheap. Do we have a downshifter? Oh, of course we do. Of course we have a downshifter. It's a V4S Street Fighter. Are you kidding me? So yeah, the seat is made out of some sort of cloth material, and it's sticking me where I am, which in some situations could be a good thing. In this situation, I wish I could like move around more, but that kind of material kind of sticks me in place. As far as the feeling of the seat's super comfortable. It's not too hard, not too soft. It's got that porridge right in the middle type situation. This bike also does some weird stuff, weird in a good way. When you are in neutral and the bike is running, if you guys don't know, Panigales, which is what this bike is derived from, run hot. Something Ducati did with the Street Fighter is when it's in neutral and it's not moving, it deactivates the 2 rear cylinders closest to the rider, and it's supposed to make the bike cooler riding. It's not gonna like boil your balls or anything like that. So I'm gonna be looking for that today. You can audibly hear that when the bike's in neutral, it's pretty insane. Also, guys, I do want to mention that this bike has 25 miles on it. So everything I'm judging, the brakes, the engine, the power delivery, all of that is going to be on a brand new motorcycle. The reason I say that is if the brakes don't bite very well, that's probably why. If the engine isn't quite as strong as it will eventually be once it breaks in, that is why. It's one of the things, we have to keep in mind when we're doing these brand new first rides, as opposed to if we were doing a first ride on a used motorcycle. That being said, this street mode is absolutely incredible. I think it's a lot of power for street mode. I kind of wish there was a rain mode, but I imagine that in the menu system we could change oh my good God, you can move this thing around so easily. That's incredible. I just dodged a little thing in the road, and this bike felt like it weighed nothing. I would imagine, can we get neutral easily? Good. Transmission's looking nice. So if we select the menu, wait, is it this? Riding mode, street. Wait, can I dial everything in? Whoa. Okay, we're gonna leave out of this because I don't want to mess with anything. So all the modes are customizable. That's awesome, man. Okay, so right now, I've never done this before on this bike, and I'm able to just cycle through these modes, and it's not a big deal. That's actually incredible. Okay, so I would like to make it official. I honestly think right now, Ducati with this cluster is probably one of the nicer clusters, at least top 3. Everything's super simple down here. All my super important info's up there. That's awesome. Let's get it out of street mode real quick, though. I do want to get it in sport mode, close throttle. Look at that. I love being able to just jump on a motorcycle and change settings around and not know how to do it. Last week I was riding an Aprilia Tuono, which is a good similar motorcycle to this, but dude, I had no clue how to do anything. Also, to change the mode, the ride mode, you had to hit the starter, which is like a no-no for motorcycles. It doesn't make sense. But we are now in sport mode, and we somehow still have a very smooth motorcycle. This is reminding me a little bit of that CBR 1000 Triple RSP, where even on a motorcycle that is insanely fast, it still tames it down some. I love a downshifter. That just, a quick shifter down is my favorite right now. Engine braking's feeling a little medium to strong, I would say. Feels good though. It's not throwing me forward, but it's giving me some good feeling. It's slowing me down a decent amount. My legs fit on this motorcycle so well, because it's perfect for me. God, I love, I'm surprised. Ducati has made such moves in making rideable motorcycles, guys. When I started doing first rides, Ducatis were always the bike's gonna look good in the first ride, but it's gonna perform meh unless I'm just giving it all the beans, and it loses a lot of the small little things you enjoy. Like, they never want to get into neutral. This one's having no problems. I am so happy that Ducati as a... Let's go, Lexus. We got a job to do. And luckily, the stock exhaust is loud enough to get people out of your way. Oh my God. I like the power delivery, man. And I'm trying to judge this thing as in knowing that when you break this bike in, can you guys hear that change? When you break this bike in, it's going to be even faster. Listen for the 2 valves to open back up whenever we put it into first and go. So you guys hear this? This is only 2 valves. And it makes the bike quieter at a red light, which is nice. We've got really smooth levers up here. They're not adjustable, but they are Brembo. So, you know, I would love to see levers. Oh, we got heated grips. We're definitely not going to use that today. You guys can also notice we have a fully adjustable suspension, which is the coolest thing to freaking have. You're able to change your settings, and when you change settings inside like rider modes, I imagine it's going to change your suspension settings as well, which I love futuristic stuff. I love this motorcycle. Not only does it look so cool, it's the coolest looking motorcycle on the planet to me. And now we're going to get to go? Yeah, now that's 4. Okay, we're going to hold back on. Honestly, the power is delivered in a really smooth manner. You would not expect it out of a V4S, but something I remember saying in my V4S Panigale review is that is one of the easiest riding motorcycles I've ever ridden, and that's really cool that that's carried over here. Something I'm noticing also from this bike compared to the Tuono we rode last week is nobody in this lane. It has opened up for me. Oh, for me. God, even in sport mode, I can ride this thing, and it's so smooth the way it delivers the power. I'm not worried. I'm not scared to ride some crazy powerful motorcycle. I am also terrified for the track. So guys, one of the interesting things I'm very attuned to right now because of riding the Tuono last week, the steering on this motorcycle is so much lighter, and it makes the bike feel lighter, more nimble, agile, because it takes no power. Look at that. Oh, there's the power. You just gotta pull the throttle enough. Shocker. But yeah, it gives you this power in such a manageable package. Let's try some braking out. Whoa. Be careful with the braking. Be careful with the braking. We do have ABS just in case. The brakes taper on really nicely. They haven't even bit in yet, but we get a very good feeling of like slight brake, a little more brake, and then they bite. That is my ideal. I want to be able to do slight adjustments on the brakes without like grabbing the bike down, but I still need a strong brake for when I do need to brake really hard. I want to have that ability. So currently digging the brakes. How they will be once they you know, are rubbed in, once the brake pads are scrubbed in, who knows. Would you like to get in front of me, Mercedes? It will not last long. Guys, this is the highway test of the 2021 Streetfighter V4S. Remember, that's Mexico. All right, seat's a little hard to move around on. That is what we know. Let's put this thing into race mode. All right. We are in race mode, ladies and gentlemen. Keep that in mind as we move forward through this first ride. We are coming over, Mr. Car. We are going to come over again, Mr. Car. Everybody look away if you're scared. Oh my God! I can't hold on any longer. Oh my God. Are we on the same planet? I think we might have teleported. The wind makes you feel like you are traveling through space and time. Like, dude, I was just holding on for dear life. Oh my goodness. Woo! Oh wow. My God. We're still in sport mode? What? That was sport mode? No way. No balls. We're in race mode now? We weren't previously? Oh God. That was only sport mode. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Let's wait for the turn. Okay. Wow! Holy shit! Oh my goodness! To infinity and beyond! Oh yes! The front wheel lifted when we were in fourth. Okay. Okay. Oh my God, I can't even talk right now. Oh gosh. Oh, I need a breather. Oh, we're going back into sport mode. That's terrifying. Oh, so you do have to close the throttle a little more than you would think to swap modes. Guys. Oh my gosh. I thought the bike was fast in sport mode. Little did I know, I had no idea what I was talking about. Race mode is all the balls, all the beans. Oh my gosh, that is terrifying. Whoo! Woo mother freaking saw. We need a woo-saw moment. Okay, we're coming into the turn. I'm on a different planet right now, but let's try to enjoy this turn a little bit. Oh my goodness, this feels settled. Is this a Panigale? We're on a Street Fighter, right? We are, confirmed. I don't know if it's the electric suspension that's just handling what is happening, but I feel a mixture of like that bike settled into that turn instantly. So here's the thing that terrifies me, guys. We are on a motorcycle that has 30 freaking miles on it. The bike is not even broken in yet. The bike is going to get exponentially faster once it breaks in. And right now, race mode, I think I'm missing a part of my face right now because of how fast that was. Oh my gosh, that is insanity. And then we go into sport mode or street mode, and now we have this cool rideable motorcycle. Oh my God. I'm gonna take a breather. Guys in the camera car, what do y'all think about this freaking Street Fighter right here?
So I'm definitely digging this matte black V4S The headlight is totally sick. The exhaust note is amazing from the factory. And I know my butt's not in the saddle, but I'm kind of wishing it was.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is a really, really cool bike from the design aspects and some of the technical things as well, like shutting off the 2 cylinders, things like that. Like thoughtful touches for Ducati owners. It's a really, really cool setup.
Camera car guys, thank you for your opinions. We appreciate it. Cardo, thank you for your sponsorship. Even though the bike clearly was capable on the highway, nobody should go the speed I went on the highway. I am a trained professional. It is my job to test motorcycles, so I'm doing that for you guys. Which is the only reason we go to Mexico real quick to check that out. Mexico authorities, I'm very sorry about it. The wind at incredibly high speeds is so bad. I was truly, when I say this, holding on to the handlebars for dear life. I was. And if you're riding correctly, you shouldn't really have a really firm grip on the handlebars. You should be pretty light. I was not even a little bit. But here's what I love. We just clearly have an insanely capable machine. And look, now we're on the highway, we drop it into sport mode. That smooth power delivery, and then boom, I can ride around here with one hand with no problem. This is something I could not do on the Tuono V4. Granted, this is a 2021, the Tuono was a 2018. There is a year difference, but this bike is so much more rideable. Like, incredibly rideable. Which is crazy that it has the ability that it has. It's amazing. Bike feels good, leaned over, settles in so well. This thing settles into a turn like a Super Sport does, strangely. Like you lean it over and then it's just boom, I'm here on rails. Part of that could be the tires that are on this thing. What am I doing? I got a quick shifter, bro. Take advantage. Are we gonna get the green light? No, of course not. We get to test that rear cylinder deactivation real quick. Let me think back through the highway. I did not get to test the stability on the highway, but I imagine, and when I say stability, I mean when I'm on the highway, typically with a motorcycle, the more you push, the more you go, but there should be more resistance on the handlebars the faster you're going. This bike does seem to have relatively light handlebars for the engine class that it is. And when I say light, I don't mean very light, like dangerously light. I mean like kind of medium light, like medium, heavy handlebars, medium handlebars, light handlebars. This one's kind of medium light. It's about right here. You know what I mean? They feel really good. I feel like I have a ton of maneuverability. As you can see, Olin steering damper. I imagine we've got full Olin suspension all around. That's what you get when you pay 24 grand for a motorcycle, or 25 or whatever this bike is. Dude, my adrenaline's still going from the highway. My God. You guys that are looking into this bike, just please be careful. When you put this thing into race mode, it is not going to save you. The bike is giving you all of what it's got. I love this literal V4 on the handlebar. I love the whole cluster up here, like the whole, like this. This is a cool view. I even like the mirrors. These mirrors seem intentional. They're not the stupid ones that go up and over. These look, you know, intentional. Like they wanted them to look like that. And there you go. You guys hear the difference? Hold on, listen. 2-cylinder, 4-cylinder. Pretty cool. Quick shifter feels really good too. It doesn't hit as much as I'd really want it to. I like when I have a quick shifter up and down, I like that thing to just like feel like a shotgun coming out of the bottom. That's one thing that the Tuono had very much. When you did that quick shifter up and down, it was like go, go. This one is a little lighter, but I'm still super happy with it. Still feels good. Oh look, we're behind a truck. Let's put it into street mode, close the throttle. Now I've got an even tamer motorcycle that I'm able to ride around streets and traffic, and it's not a big deal. Another thing that's interesting about this that's kind of odd for a Ducati is we're kind of just, we're super puttering here. Second gear going 20, but the bike's not being herky-jerky. Look at that. Super smooth. I don't expect that out of a Ducati. A Ducati, I expect if I'm not just pushing the shit out of it, it's gonna do all like this. Not here. Love the handlebar feel. And we're back in the game. I will say I would imagine a lot of you guys would actually like the quick shifter here a little more. It's less intrusive. The bike rolls smoother than the Aprilia. With the Aprilia, you know, it had a big hit, but it is a little intrusive if I'm sitting there thinking about like the average person riding. This is smoother for sure, so keep that in mind. Engine braking seems to be toned way down in street mode as well. I honestly think I may ride, if I were to own this thing, if you guys go buy 20 motorcycles from Mountain, I imagine, and I got this one of these, I think I would ride it around in sport mode most of the time. I like having a little more engine braking than street mode has. Like, that's not much. Let's change over to sport again. Close throttle. Yeah, sport's got that right engine braking for me. That's what I'm looking for. Also, I know we did the sound check, but can we just talk about how freaking good this exhaust sounds? I mean, that's a pretty good sounding exhaust for stock. This bike has brand new, not been modified at all. And that sounds good. It's not crazy loud, but it's not quiet at all. I think Ducati did a great job. Although, I've heard some of these things with an acro on it, and my Jiminy Christmas. That thing is gross. And I mean that in the best way possible. So here we are on the street. Let's play around back and forth in the lane. Guys, truly, the body position, you know, being slightly more aggressive, and the ergos have made this bike just light as hell. Like, you would not expect this bike to feel as light as it does on the handlebars, but like, it has, I don't know how that's a thing. I don't know how we can have a bike that has this much power and this big of an engine but feel that light. It's kind of strange, but I can imagine that would be super nice when you're in like when you're in streets like this, you're in downtown, you got to do a lot of maneuvering. It is going to be effortless, and it's not going to tire you out a lot. You know, the body position is going to help with that, but the lightness of the handlebar is going to make you be able to ride this thing for forever. I would comment on the clutch more, honestly, but I mean, you don't really need to use it that much. You know, you got an auto blipper up and down, you got the quick shifter, and like, look, I need to slow down. You only use the clutch when you're stopping. But like I said earlier, I continue the statement, clutch, brake levers, they feel really good. With them being Brimbos, the only reason you would want to update these, or maybe get shorties, maybe to get a different color or something like that, that's honestly the only reason I could see somebody wanting to do that, because they feel really good. This is one of those bikes you would only have to get a different lever. You don't have to change out the cylinder or anything like that. I'll save you some money, but I mean, let's be honest. If you're buying the Streetfighter V4S, you're not really one of those people to try to save money, right? There's not better bikes. There's bikes that get really close to this for like half the price. So if you're saving money, you shouldn't be looking at this motorcycle. Alright guys, let's pull off and check the bike out. This is going to be one of those that I'm very excited about, because like I said, granted, this is a subjective opinion, this is the best looking motorcycle on the market right now. And I will show you why in a very brief moment. Shh, my baby. Shh. Let us get off and look at it just for a quick second so that I can get right back on it. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to show you the Streetfighter V4S. The headlights, let me show you. The head of this motorcycle is my favorite, bar none, of any motorcycle. These little boys, so cool. There we are. the beast itself. I think Ducati did the best job of any motorcycle to include the high beams and not make them look like crap. The bike still looks crazy cool from here. We even have winglets if you're into that. I'm just kind of flabbergasted with the whole bike. It has my single-sided swing arm that I'm such a fan of. This is why the bike gets so hot. The exhaust kind of wraps around. So, you know, naturally it gets pretty hot there. If I, Chase, were blessed with the opportunity, hashtag buy 20 motorcycles from Mountain Motorsports so I can have this motorcycle. If I was blessed with the opportunity, here's some things I'd want to do. One, the exhaust sounds glorious, but doesn't look great. This bike is too blacked out to have an exhaust that color. So, I would want to change out the rear sets. I would want to, I don't know, my wife probably wouldn't love this, but I would probably get those powder-coated black. I honestly think that's it. I'd probably get a black gas tank cap, just to accent all the black. I don't even got a lot. Like, that's all I have to say, guys. I don't think, and granted, companies can prove me wrong down the road. I don't think I can love the look of a motorcycle more than this. I have fallen fully in love. All of you guys that watch the reviews and say I'm biased to Yamaha, no, I'm biased to things that look like this. As you can see, we have the electronic suspension in the rear. As I alluded to, I assumed we did have it. We do. Wow. What a freaking machine. All right, we need to take a photo so I can... I don't want to be done with it, though. All right, guys, it is time to take this photo for Instagram. If you guys aren't following us, it's at C2WPics, and here's all you got to do. Get in front of a Street Fighter, get low, put it at the bottom of the camera, and hit the photo button. Boom. If you guys want to go follow us, do it to it. And I want to keep riding this thing. I don't want to talk about it. I just want to ride it. I just want you guys to watch footage of me riding this thing around forever. Even the sound of the fan is cool. What? Dude. Shocking what Ducati has done. How rideable and easy to ride a motorcycle they've made out of what could have easily been just a freaking monster to deal with. I think the V4 that Ducati has is one of my favorite engines right now. Truly, I love the way it sounds. I love the way the power's delivered. Power smooth, power smooth. If you get this bike above 7,000 RPMs, bruh, hold on, it doesn't matter what mode you're in. Man. Oh, a seat. I was talking about the stuff I would update on this bike. I would get a different seat. I do feel like the seat could, I wish I had a seat I could move around in a little better. Oh, so the quick shifter goes down a little bit, and I'm in first. I love that. I love either having a floor or it goes down just a little bit, like a half push. I basically love almost everything about this bike. Alright guys, so who is this bike for? Like I said in the beginning of the video, everything I said was true. This bike feels like it is made for me. If you are looking for a motorcycle, it's definitely for a more experienced rider, for sure. You need to have a good few years of riding experience to take this on, but it is an easy riding motorcycle. You know, when we were on the Tuono, I told you guys that is an expert level motorcycle. Ducati has done a really good job with this bike where if an expert rode this, they could do some crazy stuff, but I honestly feel like the average guy after a few years of riding experience could handle this because you've got these modes that you can put the bike in. By the way, I have noticed so many people staring at this bike. I get it. I totally understand. But it's interesting when you notice a lot of people staring at a bike. Something good is going on with the design. But yeah, guys, this is a phenomenal motorcycle. Granted, it is going to come in at a little bit higher of a budget. But if you've got that kind of cash and you're looking for a motorcycle that's very capable on the aggressive side and technical riding side, but it still has the ability, it doesn't lose the ability to be comfortably ridden around town and stuff like that. This bike is picture perfect. It looks amazing. It has the ability to perform amazing. It also has the ability to ride easily. It's very comfortable to ride, especially here in traffic, and it is supremely capable of doing whatever type of technical riding you need to do. If you've got the cash, this could be your one and only motorcycle, and you could do tons on it. The only thing that might be a little hard would be touring. But, you know, maybe a windscreen? I don't know if Ducati offers that or if an aftermarket company offers that. If you put a windscreen on this thing, it didn't have such bad wind coming on you, honestly, it wouldn't be that bad. The seat's been comfortable. Like, I've been on the bike for about an hour now, and, you know, I have no problems with the seat at all. Comfortable-wise, it feels great. I'm totally here for it. Engine braking control. You can literally control it. You can change all the settings from here? Bro, this little button over here, no. Ducati wheelie control, Ducati traction control, quick shifter up and down. Oh my gosh, you can dial everything in. So that's like your quick setting. This is what I'm talking about. Shit like that. This bike is so usable. You don't want to dig all into the menus because you're out riding? Boom. Customize your menus right there. Whoever owns one of these motorcycles, hopefully, you guys let me know in the comments if you own a Street Fighter. Am I missing some huge downfall? Like, what? I like, the price is really expensive, but that's a personal thing. Can you guys let me know? Am I hitting on the right dot? Like, is this the amazing motorcycle that I'm feeling like it is? I want to hear from owners that have had this thing for a while. Clutch First, I'm looking at you. I know you have one of these, and hopefully you're watching this video. If you do, let me know. If you guys don't know, Clutch First is another YouTuber here on YouTube. He's got one of these. If he comments down below, I'll heart his comment so you guys can check him out. But he's got one of these. I want to hear from him. He's up in New York. I want to hear what this thing's all about. Guys, I've been Chaseontwowheels. This has been a 2021, I think, Ducati Streetfighter V4S first ride, aka Chase's dream bike. It's not Chase's realistic dream bike because I can't afford one of these, but if money was no option, or if I was given one, this is the bike I would take. And the people, the beautiful people that allow me to do these first rides is Mountain Motorsports. They're a massive dealership up here in North Georgia. If you are in the area or semi-close to the area, they have 5 locations, huge, all of them, that have tons of motorcycles. So if you guys are curious and want to sit on a motorcycle, they've got just about every brand that you can sit on, feel how the bike feels underneath your legs. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't get to do these first rides. So massive shout out to those guys. I appreciate them very much. If you want to find those guys, there's a link in the description down below, as well as first ride special pricing. Hashtag let's sell 20 for Chase, so Chase can get a free Street Fighter. All right, I love you guys long time. Thank you for riding around with me. Hit that like button, subscribe for motorcycle content, and we'll see you on the next one. Later, guys. Outro crew, let me know what your dream bike is in the comments down below. Mine's this one. Maybe not a black one, maybe a red one, but it's this one. Make sure to put OC in your comments so I know you guys are in the outro crew because you made it to the end, because I love you guys a little bit longer. I'll see you guys later.